So for a very long time, people have been measuring physiology with only one biomarker. For example, if you measure, kidney function, you measure creatinine. But now, the same way as with genetics, you can measure all the genes, we can now measure thousands of proteins in the blood, thousands of metabolites in the blood in just one assay. And I think it's changing a little bit the way you can do medicine. Because if you, for example, wanted to look at glomerular filtration for kidney disease, now you can find, like 80 or 90 proteins that can predict your kidney function. And then you can use that as like a global score that's much better than measuring just one protein. And I think the same thing for sleep. Sleep is like a generic function. It's regulated both with your internal timekeeping, the circadian clock, which is best marked by melatonin, but also your sleep debt, how much sleep you have had. And we know that this modifies a lot of protein. There's a lot more circadian proteins than melatonin. So by measuring these thousands of proteins at once, we can create some machine learning programs that can predict if you're sleep deprived and the time when your circadian clock peaks. And we suspect that's going to be very, very important to diagnose sleep disorders that may not be like the classic narcolepsy type 1, which is as a chemical defect of orexin, but rather as a people who are like in between. We don't really know where they're tired. And maybe it's because they are living in Tokyo time, but we don't realize it. Or maybe it's because their sleep is not good enough. And I think by analyzing this protein profile, I think we'll be able to distinguish these cases and treat them more in a personalized way.